Oh, oh my god, he's got some up. Tombstone Power Driver. Oh. Oh. Hey there. I was just playing with my action figures. Got Undertaker versus The Fiend, a dream match. But I was thinking, you know who would never be an action figure or have any mainstream success in the business? Danny Dangerous. And I know that I made a bunch of promos talking trash about Danny Dangerous, but they were all work, if you will. Now it's time to get kind of serious with this. Danny Dangerous, the epitome of socks on Christmas. You think Danny Dangerous. You're thinking in your head. You're like, oh my god, cool. Then you describe his character. It's like, oh my god, American Badass, Undertaker, Stone Cold, Jake the Snake mix. That would be amazing. Like, you would think that, right? Well, this person's anything but amazing. His wrestling skills worse than two kids wrestling out on a trampoline. That's how bad this man is. It's worse than that. And kids wrestling on trampolines is a lot, like, bad. Where do I even begin? The man, for those of you that don't know, my dad Eclipse, the very few matches that he had with Danny D, he ended up hurting him, like, a lot. Like, very badly. And Danny D has hurt him a lot in the past, too. Just different types of matches. He hurt his wrist, he hurt his back, he hurt almost basically. My dad's like a cripple now. Old bastard. But I don't blame him for that. I partially do because of all the death matches and stuff they decided to do because he's hardcore. But I blame Danny D for that because he's an uncultured, uncivilized, what's the word I'm looking for? Mark? Here, okay. For an example, he comes in, we invite him. He's coming in because we think, hey, DCW original. He has to still wrestle for DCW if he wanted to. If you didn't know, last year, nothing went well. I mean, it did go well, but it didn't at the same time. He was originally going to be inducted in the Hall of Fame. The DCW Hall of Fame, Pure Carnage. Guess what? We're not doing that now because of how bad we realize he actually is. It would actually be a tarnish on the reputation of the Hall of Fame for DCW if Danny even gets inducted. So we're not going to do that. But when we get back to the matter at hand, okay, he comes in, he's walking around, he doesn't have his ring gear. He just has whatever he's wearing on his back, which is usually like a tank top, graphic tee, a pair of jeans, and running shoes. He stole my dad's bandana. You know the bandana that he wore during his winter matches and stuff like that? Yeah, he took that bandana so he can wear it for his match. Because he comes unprepared. And you know, Bryce Van Pelt, the absolute professional, you know his wrist tape that he wears, the black wrist tape? Yeah, Danny took that too. Because he's so unprepared. It's not even funny. And then he shoots promos. At least, okay, what I wear is what I wear in general, okay? What you see is what you get. In public, or if you meet me in public. But with Danny, he'll make a promo as soon as he gets out of church. So we sit here in his Sunday best. I mean, at least if I did go to church, I'm not saying I don't. Well, yeah, I don't. He'll come out, all fine, and he'll just be in his Sunday best. He can at least change before he does the promo, okay? It's not like I come home from school all fancied up. It's not like I'm going to come home with I'll at least get somewhat changed. I mean, there is a few times where I'll make promos with my glasses on, but that's very, very rare occasions. Or maybe once in a while. Okay? But with Danny, I can't even. Okay, this man, deadass, comes to wrestling shows begging people for weed. Like, this is not a dispensary, Danny. This is a goddamn wrestling company, and you're supposed to be performing, not getting doped up. Okay? And maybe before you come to the shows, maybe you should get your rides worked out beforehand. Because at KWA No Vacancy, guess what? You were originally going to have a match. But guess what? You didn't because your dumbass decided to go all the way to Wilkes-Barre and not Edwardsville? How stupid do you have to be when we literally sent you the directions to the place? Okay? How stupid do you have to be to mess that up? And I crap on all the DCW originals, but I personally think you're the only person that should be crapped on. At least they did something. You know, Vlad, he's not able to compete anymore. Or at least I don't think he's able to compete anymore. But at least he does more than you ever did in the past, 3 years? Half your promos have to be edited by my dad. That's how bad they are. It's like, Danny D, I'm going after the championship. Danny D. I mean, I just had the championship for 4 years, but I'm going to go after it again. Danny. And yeah, and you think you're guaranteed main event spots, and you don't even do anything. And with KWA, again, you know that one promo that you did calling me out? It was meant to be a promo calling me out? No. You just had to go, Jacob Yeager, yeah, no vacancy was his Hall of Fame ceremony. If you actually paid attention instead of worrying about where you're getting weed from or where you're getting your rides, whether your mommy's gonna come on time to pick you up, maybe you'd realize that. But your dumbass can't even do that right. You think you're a hardcore legend. In all reality, you're literally just a shit stain on the business. Okay? You deserve to be on the Trash Bag Wrestling page. That's how bad you are. And it's kind of sad that it's coming from me. I don't even know a lot about the business. But I know one thing. You don't deserve any type of title shot, any type of main event spot that you've ever gotten. You don't even deserve that. It should have been saved for wrestlers like Texas Badass, Dovan Satan, Bryce Van Pelt, or Vlad. They should have been saved for them, but no. My dad had to go waste his time on you. And that's why I say he runs DCW very poorly. It's because he puts his time and effort, his money into you. He takes almost hours just editing one little 30-second promo that you've ever made. Because of how much you ramble on in circles. And every single promo that you made on Dovan Satan when, you were just randomly coming back. You're just randomly there. Every single promo that you made on him was literally the same exact thing over and over and over and over and over again. Oh, you stupid strawberry shortcake. Oh, look at you. You're Raggedy Ann's little sister or brother, whatever you said. And then you weren't even part of that storyline. You weren't even part of the whole storyline, and you still think, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go in there and put my long ass nose hairs into the business. Okay? It's stupid. And then with Jacob Yeager, okay? How dare you challenge me to an open challenge? How is he supposed to challenge you to an open challenge? Are you special? I'm not even saying that in a mean way at this point. I'm just asking, are you genuinely special? Because who says that? How dare you challenge me to an open challenge? God damn it, man. I swear, I think you would lose your nutsack if it wasn't attached to you. And then, okay. This is literally probably the funniest part about Danny Dangerous. He talks... Okay, do you know how I point out that all the DCW originals come back just to live their glory days of when they used to be backyard wrestlers in their prime? Danny Dangerous never had his prime. He was never in his prime. He was always like this. You know, 12-year-old Danny, coming in Nana Coke Championship Wrestling, NCW. He never changed. That's the funny part. It's honestly the funniest part about Danny. He's never changed. And the only matches he's ever had that were good is when he was getting squashed in them. That's why when me and him get our match in, I'm not letting him move. Because he'll be beaten, broken, and battered. And the last thing you'll ever see is me waving over you. Danny D. Fucking dangerous.